What are the key barriers to organizations adopting a transformational mindset toward automation?
There is this tendency to continue to look at automation as a collection of piecemeal initiatives, maybe spearheaded by a back office or a shared services organization, typically focused on cost takeout. That strategic impact and that faraway vision of where automation can take us towards the autonomous enterprise is not typically, high on the agenda. And to be fair, I do see, as I mentioned before, a small trickle of organizations that have kind of started to adopt this mindset. So, for example, I'm starting to see companies where the automation initiative has started to migrate towards the CDO's, Chief Digital Officer's portfolio that is fundamentally positioned to drive transformation, or companies where, as I mentioned before, have started appointing chief automation officers. But again, to be fair, this is just a trickle. Vast majority of enterprises are still stuck in automation myopia, which means the leaders at the organizations, they fail to grasp and kind of contextualize the broader strategic value of automation, and therefore to work towards realizing this transformative potential. And then often enough, what they end up doing is they allow sort of automation to just festoon across the organization in this. So you had initially a raft of easy sort of use cases centered around invoices, purchase orders, and then the complexity started increasing, and so we started talking about legal documents, customer service mails, advanced forms of decisioning embedded within an RPA workflow, and so on. In these little pockets, we call them islands of automation, disconnected from each other. So these islands kind of chug along in their own disconnected sort of way without some form of process excellence-based thinking, some sort of automation fabric to connect them into a broader sort of a strategic weave. And so instead of creating this transformational value and along the way kind of engendering trust and retooling the organizational culture to be one of an automation first sort of culture and mindset, instead of doing that, yes, they create some amount of value in terms of cost takeout and whatever the goals were, but they also end up in some sense creating a ton of technical debt that they have to deal with later. So I think that mindset, until and unless it changes, we are still going to be stuck in the tactical rather than in the transformative.